Doki Doki Literature Club is 9 years old at this point, yet despite its age, it's still a masterpiece. It's easily amongst the best visual novels ever, and it's my favorite horror game, by far. If you want theories and speculations, sorry, but this video is not for you. Before I continue any further, if you haven't played this game before, stop everything and play it right now. it's free on Steam and it only takes 4 hours to finish, yet the impact it will leave you will last for a long time. Without further ado, let's analyze why this game is a masterpiece. For the first 2 hours of this game, basically nothing happens. The pacing is super slow. Despite a massive warning from the game, there's really nothing that jumps out at you. It's the most cliche visual novel game out there, where the pacing is so slow that you spend an entire day just staying at someone's house. The characters are all common anime cliches, like the tsundere Natsuki who gets mad at everyone but secretly really cares about her friends, to the shy but smart Yuri, the popular can do it all Monika, to the childhood friend Sayori. And that's why the game is so good. I would honestly say that without this part, the whole horror of this game would fall flat on its face, for one simple reason. Because the game takes its time until it gets to the horror, you gradually lose your guard from the warning of the game and just vibe with the characters. Honestly, it helps that the soundtrack is so good. There's not a single bad track in the game, with my personal favorite being the one I'm playing right now. The music plays a pivotal part in setting the stage, because it sets the expectations. But besides that, by making the pacing so slow, the game allows you to know these characters and their different traits. The cliches, like the tsundere and Natsuki, don't work against the game, but actively aid it because, yet again, it sets your bar so low, because you won't be combing through every little detail and sorta just skim through it and thus not pick up on the warning side until it's just too late. You unconsciously get sucked into this world. Now, the point where this game shows its strength is Sayori's confession. This girl, who up to this point has been nothing but a sweet and charming character, suddenly confesses that she was deeply depressed this entire time, and that even getting up every day was a challenge for her. This immediately catches you off guard, because up to this point, the game had never taken itself too seriously. Besides being a really good character building moment, this shows you that these girls, who up to this point you consider to be two-dimensional cliche characters, had a lot more going for them beneath their scenes. After some fun time with Yuri, you confront Sayori again, talk things over, and things seem completely fine. You wake up the next day, and there's no music. If I had to choose my favorite sequence, it would be this one. You as the player still don't know what happened, but you gradually get a horrible feeling that something may be wrong, especially since Sayori isn't showing up as usual. Regardless, you go to the club, and the only one to greet you is Monika. The other schoolgirls are gone, but even so, the game still hides the truth, because the girls may just be late. However, you read Sayori's poem, and the mask finally falls off. Something horrible happened, and so you rush home. There's so much I want to say for this scene, but every attempt I will make to explain it will just cheapen the experience. Instead, what interests me the most is what happens right after this. You boot up the game for a second time, but this time Sayori is gone. However, the game world still acts completely normal, and for half an hour or so, there are almost no jump scares or creepy dialogues, aside from a few glitches. The runtime for the first and second half of the game is roughly the same, which does wonders because you are constantly on edge even when nothing is happening. You are constantly on edge, yet the game doesn't blast you with cheap jump scares, as that would just ruin the atmosphere. Rather, the pacing gradually becomes faster and faster, making the second half of the game incredibly engaging. Now, this is where the characters really shine, because the premise of the second half is, what if you took the worst trait of every girl and just cranked them up to the maximum? Yuri in the first half was a bit antisocial and awkward. She liked knives, but mostly for their beauty. Now, she's a genuine psychopath with no social awareness for herself or others, and her love of knives is different. Natsuki, who had a small obsession with food in the first game, is now collapsing because she doesn't get enough food to eat. And Monica, well, Monica is pretty much the same. However, that is somehow still unsettling. By making her the only normal yet self-aware part of the game, it contrasts incredibly well with the rest of the cast because you don't know who to trust anymore. This is so much better if everyone was just creepy. Now, if I were to go over every little thing in this game that worked well, we'll be here for hours, and because my previous videos haven't been doing too hot, I think it's better you experience the rest yourself. It generally has a great story and a great plot twist. It's just an overall fantastic experience. 10 out of 10 game all around.